I'm great. How are you doing?
I can't complain. I'm glad we finally have you.
Yeah. Finally, right?
Yeah. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but I'm glad you're here. How is your day going thus far?
It's going well. I've been pretty busy with a lot of Zoom meetings and like virtual events that I've attended thus far today. I had just got introduced to Zoom, and then immediately following that, I had all of these meetings coming up. So I was like, I didn't know that that something like this was even that people was using. So it was just like I got introduced to it like right after I was told about it for the first time.
Okay, so how do you like it? Because you still feel connected to people, right?
I mean, I do, but I'm old school. I love being physically in a room with people. I grew up in a family where we like real big on hugging. So I'm a hugger, and you know what I mean. So all of this stuff is just kind of put an end to who I am naturally.
You know what? I understand what you're saying. I just think of it like this. Eventually, we'll be able to hug people again. Cause I am a hugger too. So it's gonna be hard for me just to wave at a distance. That's kind of hard for me.
Yeah.
So are you guys are still you're in North Carolina, correct? Or South Carolina?
I am in South Carolina.
You're South Carolina, and you guys are still shut down. Is your state still shut?
We're starting the process of slowly reopening. Mm-hmm. I was at a virtual webinar just before I got on this call. Uh-huh. We were just kind of talking about how some of the restaurants and the hotels are slowly opening back up mm-hmm. and following some different guidelines to get open back up. But yeah, we're slowly opening up business by.
Well, that's good. You know what? I'm happy to hear that. But I don't. So you are considered a gospel artist, right?
Well, Christian hip hop artist. My label and production and management company specializes in Christian hip hop and gospel music.
Okay. Or is there a message in the music as well? I mean, I know what hip hop is, but you're saying gospel, Christian.
Right.
That's a lot.
Well, it's two different things going on there. You got Christian hip hop.
Okay.
Which is basically, for me, I look at it as an individual. I'm a Christian. Mm-hmm. That has an open relation. Basically, it's like my relationship with God is reflected in my music.
Okay.
So I'm a Christian that's in hip hop. So that's why it's basically Christian hip hop.
Okay, you're a Christian that's in hip hop.
And then you have, gospel music, which is, which a genre of music that we all familiar with. Oh, that's pretty much what it is.
So were you always into gospel, or was this like a slow transition into gospel from just mainstream hip hop, or can we even say hip hop?
Yeah, I was always into the genre of music, but as far as me doing it myself, before I was doing secular hip hop.
Okay.
So yeah, just a secular artist.
And how long have you been in the music industry? Because I know I was reading like some of your you like some old school hip hop. You like LL Cool J. LL Cool J is my my God, love me some LL. LL is one. Biggie was another one of your influences. Who else?
Mm-hmm. Rakim.
Rakim and Run DMC. I wasn't that fun of Run DMC, but okay.
Yeah. Those are my influences. But I've been doing music since the '90s. So looking at 25 years.
Wow. So have you ever performed with any of your inspirations, your idols, or if we want to call them that, or people that influence you? Have you ever had a chance to perform with any of them?
I actually had a chance to perform with Curtis Blow. That was back in 2000. I believe it was 2014.
Okay.
I actually had the opportunity to perform with him, meet with him, and have great conversations with him. So he's one of the the pioneers of hip hop. So it was great to have that experience.
What is the message that you want to convey through your music?
The message that drives my music is by faith, dreams come true. So, and that's also the mission statement for New Soul Music. So it's all about dream motivation and just inspiring people to really trust God and live their dreams and tap into their true purpose in life.
I like that, because you know what? Now I'm just gonna I've been lately. What I have is that I think what people need to know is that you have to be positive, have positive and like you said, positivity in your dreams. So you have to stay focused first of all on what that dream is, and you have to be positive about it, and then you just got to keep working toward that. And it may seem so simple, right, but when you say it, but it really is, work. It really is work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's a good
That's
work.
the reason why I feel like it's important for me to offer this kind of motivation through my music and just overall through ministry, because there's a lack of conversation in the fact that people can actually live the dreams
right
that they ever wanted to live. So I feel like we need to have more motivation and more conversation around that, and not only just the motivation but the how-to part, like actually giving people guidance to get there.
I find it. I'm like, when you start talking, I find it so. This is why I said I know how God maneuvers and works for me, because I'm telling you, probably like the past couple of weeks or a month, I've just kind of been putting those at my age. I'm just saying, but you put certain things in the plate and it begins to make sense. We can always tell people to dream and on and on and on, but it's like it's in you, but we don't really know that it's there. That's I guess what I'm trying to say. It's in us. God puts certain things, instills certain things in each and every one of us, but we always go to say, I can't do that, I can't do so and so. So you have to ask yourself, why can't you do it?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. So many of us has been conditioned to live life a certain way, and we can't tap into our true purpose in life. So that's what I've been just like focusing so much on through everything that I do, because I came up believing that I was only able to do what I was exposed to, but I thank God for choosing me to expose me to something bigger than I could ever imagine, and actually giving me the confidence to believe that I can actually do something that's to be considered to be bigger than me. But I think that that's a message that, like I say, that we overlook day to day, and people don't get that a lot. And I believe that motivational speakers are great, but sometimes we need people to kind of help guide us through, and give us that step by step. Because some people don't even know how to even get started with starting a business, or just what it means to even live your dreams.
I was one day, I guess what kind of hit me one day, I was watching, I love the show House Hunters. I don't know if you watched that one, but I was watching the show on HGTV, and there was a young woman on there. She happened to be a young, white female, and the thing that kind of struck me was that she said she was moving abroad, and she said at age 26 she's able to move abroad and to move around and to live some of her dreams, and that struck me, because I was like, why is it that between, like you talk about, our culture and other cultures, why is it so difficult for us to manifest those same things that other people can do?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mental thing. Like we place limitations on ourselves, and we'll talk ourselves out of doing things because we'll forecast the issues and the problems that we think we're going to face down the road, and a lot of times the stuff that we find ourselves worrying about, we never even encounter. Like we're worrying about it before it even happens, but it's stuff that usually never even happens. But I believe that if we are able to be brave enough to deal with those complications and those challenges, and just know that once we encounter the pain of the disappointment, and just reflect on what the solution is to those problems, I'll give that will allow us to progress if we're able to just do that part, because there's no business or a dream or anything that you can go into where you won't experience struggle.
Right.
But you have to be able to, be strategic and come up with the right strategies to get past those things, because every problem has a solution.
And so my next question is that when you talk about the business aspect of us handling business, why is it that I feel like when
well, I think the reason why we go into things unprepared is because we're not taught the importance of preparation.
Okay.
Because I feel like the way for people to understand how we should operate as far as preparing for things is knowing that you have the statement of if you don't have to worry about getting ready if you're already ready, So
yeah,
it's not about being lucky or anything, because it's about that moment where opportunity and preparation meets.
Well, you definitely have it, and I receive it, and it looks good on you. So you stay that way.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Same to you. God bless you as well.